And the bottom feeder is now the $100 million man. He didn't cry and whined, and his masters and gave him what he wanted. Oh, now Stephen A is high stepping. Yeah, he feeling himself now. Yep, he big man on campus. Then we got the Bronny James debacle that happened tonight. The Stephen A. Smith, not Stephen A. Smith, but Team USA, Canada game breakdown. So we got a lot to cover here, a lot of ground. So without further ado, let's kick the intro. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Yo, what is up? Bronny James signed a 4-year, $8 million contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. Yep. And in that deal, a lot of people was like, Bronny James, you taking a lot of food off the table for some other people who only wanted a reply. They only wanted one thing: to reply to those who said they couldn't do it, get to the NBA, and buy mama a house. I understand why he's there. But the way he's playing the game right now, it's what we already knew. He's not NBA ready. This is Summer League, and we're trying to judge Bronny off of 1 game, 2 games, but we hadn't seen a breakout in college. He might have 1 game where everything is going in, and that's not going to mean anything. Is what I'm trying to say is that what you're seeing now is consistent Bronny right now. This is consistent of a player who is not supposed to be in the league. It's not just that, okay? Here's what I'm trying to say. He could be like Giannis's brother. Giannis's brothers can give you about a good 1 minute in an actual game. Probably 2. But you see him in 30-point blowouts. Then he run out there and give you what he got. He's just Giannis's bodyguard. Somebody push Giannis, here he come. He's the big brother. So his big brother, Giannis don't have to give him money. The Milwaukee Bucks is going to pay his brother. Right? The Lakers went and drafted the other brother so that they can have that moment. Lakers are good for bringing in those moments. They had Giannis's young brother on the team. He got a ring. Then they had a whole situation where they had Scottie Pippen Jr. and Shaq's son on the team, so they can make that a story. Now, how are you going to justify having Bronny on the roster, the starting roster? Said, well, we signed him to a contract already, so now he has to be on the starting roster because we got him signed. We got to put him in now. 'Cause. 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 'C Absolutely. Yeah, Jaron Gordon is leading off. I'm like, whoa, that's a shock. Well, you got to look at it like this. When you start thinking about Bronny's game, right? And you start thinking about summer league breakdowns, and you look at Lakers versus Heat, mm-hmm. I was aware that this was a much rougher defensive team. But this takes away from Connect. Connect looked like a guy, like I knew he would be, a steal for the Los Angeles Lakers. He can finish going towards the rim, unlike Austin Reeves. Bronny James only shot 3 shots. Well, he shot like what, 4, really? But Bronny shot 3 shots. Yeah, he took 1 3. Remember when we said about having that confidence? Connect shot 18 shots. And ESPN act like they were running a Bronny James highlight reel. Mm-hmm. He got 5 rebounds, mostly uncontested. They were all defensive rebounds. Because why would he be in there to get offenses, right? He had 5 defensive rebounds. He had 3 assists that were mostly in transition. He was credited with 3 blocks. I didn't really see Bronny James block anybody, but they credited him with 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And now it's weird to me. In this game, that would have been a super blowout. The Lakers still lost, but it was close. This game would have been close had they played their rookie, Kel L. Ware. They play against Bronny James, and the team and the coach decides to sit Cal Elware down after his monster double-double game, right? This game, we want to sit him out. Why? Because they didn't want Bronny James to get humiliated. He only put up 3 points in this game. Bronny James' balance isn't really there. I mean, these guys are ball ready, and when he gets on the ball and these guys hit Bronny, he moves defensively. He's getting crossed up. His footwork looked really slow, and he just looks like a young boy out there with men. And it looks like that. I'm not saying that's how it's going to remain. I mean, I'm not saying Bronny's going to score 3 points forever, but they're covering you in this sport like you're going to be the leader of men, like you're going to be the leader of a team, and it just doesn't seem that way. No. Don't move that way. Yep, Q Lee, that's what they're going to do. Sit down all the killings so Bronny don't get busted up. And guess what? He's still getting busted up. So that's letting you know something, that y'all sat down all these people and they're calling the dogs off. They said he had a swollen knee and sat him out the first game. After the first game, they sat him out because I was told, like, oh, yeah, this dude finna bust Bronny up. Wait till he get play. And I was at the hospital. I would have had the video out already. I was at my friend's checking on him when that came up. So I was nice and not situated, not really ready to go, the whole nine. So I just went live straight from the hospital to tell y'all what was getting ready to come. And when it came, that dude went off on the Lakers without Bronny. And they was like, well, you never know if Bronny was there. If Bronny was there. That's what they said. If Bronny was there, though, Bronny's a good defender. Bronny might have locked him down. I was like, then why didn't he take the challenge? I didn't see him step up to take the challenge. So I can't give him credit for something when he ain't there to do it. Anyway, Dalton Connect, though, looks good. He looks like a player that can play. He looks like a guy that did exactly what he's supposed to do when playing with grown men. He understands the feel of the game, everything already. Yes, exactly. Now, I want people to listen to something that happened because you guys had brought this up to me earlier. I just didn't get to it. I want you to listen to how Kwame Brown broke down this Bronny James situation. Okay? I want y'all to listen to this.
Junior did not play the second game. And I'm a little bit torn by that. He's 19 years old, and you're already load managing this kid. He has a sore knee. So, is it injured or is it sore? Because if he's going to be able to play in one day, what's the difference between him playing in this last game that he missed? So all of a sudden, the swelling is going to be out of it and he's going to be good? Man, the disaster already started. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is the coddling. That's what I'm telling you. Stars are not born. They are created. Homelander Jr., this is a script from Homelander. I'm telling you. I'm the first one who said it. LeBron James is Homelander. Bronny James Jr. is Homelander Jr. and they write this script. You remember how they had Homelander Jr. fake and go out there and it was scripting, throwing this dude and grabbing his arm with telling the girl that she was gonna be okay. That's what they got Bronny doing. And everybody keeps saying, oh man, it's just one game. You can't judge it off one game. You're right. This is a preseason game. But all I'm saying is this is the same old Bronny that we're used to seeing. A timid guy who's passing the ball, who's just trying to fit in. Your daddy is named LeBron. I would love to see this kid go out being aggressive, shooting the ball every time. If he misses, so what? You're being groomed to be King James Jr., boy. You can't be out there taking 9 shots. You got to groom yourself into being that guy. They're missing the whole point that people are making. If LeBron James is going to say that this guy is better than, he knew that boy had heart problems before that. After the heart problem, he still said Bronny James can play right now for the Lakers. So with that being said, now that he plays for the Lakers, let's let him play for the Lakers. He needs to be his butt out there on the court, and he needs to be going out there carrying the threat. Straight up and down. All these excuses. I'm hearing all the people now. Y'all trying to take down a black man. Well, you know what? What color was the coach Darvin Ham that got fired? And the last time I checked, I'm black as they come. And Bronny got drafted the same age I got drafted. So how in the hell all of a sudden everybody understands how to be polite? If that's the case, ESPN and First Take owe me an open apology.
He's right. Why y'all say attacking a black man as if everybody else is white and Bronny's the only black man on the court? When 87% of the players in the NBA are black. Those numbers are dropping. And Cooper Flagg is going to be the first white American drafted number 1 in probably a millennium. Mm-hmm. No. No, I don't work like that. Because when you look at it like this, they brought in JJ Rhetoric, they brought in Bronny, and that's all the brain trust of LeBron James. When the people don't really care now because it's summer league. When you start playing regular season games and you seeing Bronny playing 5 minutes a game and they're losing, that's when you're going to start seeing people say, hey, LeBron, you brought in JJ, you brought in this person, you shouldn't have played in the dream team, you shouldn't. They're going to find a reason to bring this thing to a head. That's what they're going to do. It's unfortunate, but they will. Now, Bronny James is a young kid learning to play basketball. The problem is, I have no problem with him being on the Lakers. I don't. But as a 12th man on the team, cool. Let him come on the team. Let you pick him up after the draft was done. You just pick up Bronny James because he didn't get drafted. Y'all wanted him drafted. Y'all wanted Bronny James drafted. He couldn't be just another player. He had to be highlighted because of his father. So it's not about y'all. It's not about the Lakers. It's not about Bronny James. This is all about his father. His father's dream. The ego. I've always dreamed of playing with my boys. Then do it in the backyard. But we got to get back to business. If you're a Laker fan, you want the businesses. We want to win championships. We got to go back to building on the draft. instead of picking in the trash, trying to grab one player out of the trash and go with that and saying, okay, we got our guy now because we done got this guy out of the trash. Seriously? That's what we're doing. We're grabbing guys out of the trash and saying, here we go. We ready. Ooh, this guy's available. Look what I found in the trash. And then you find out once you get them on your team, there's a reason why they're not on the team. Nobody wants them. They don't have a turnaround with the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James. And they keep saying it every year, like, no, we was in the Western Conference. We played well that year. No, you did not, because you were in the play-in. Why do people keep not misunderstanding? You were in the play-in. You got carried to the Western Conference Finals. They robbed the Golden State Warriors out of that series. Completely jobbed them. Gave y'all about 1 million free throws to give y'all the game. Because they thought you guys were good enough to just beat the Golden State Warriors. And you weren't. So they had to do what they had to do to stop that. They were the defending champions. And they had them exit in the second round unceremoniously. And after that, a player who was basically the 11th man on the roster, who that last win right there was the last win of the season. He had the big game. Y'all all went out there and hugged him on the court. That was his last victory as a Laker. And I believe an NBA player, because I don't remember seeing him again. He was gone because you got swept the very next round. So I don't even consider you being in the Western Conference Finals because you got swept. And don't tell me how close the games were. Don't matter when you get swept.
All of a sudden now, we got to not call a kid a bust. All of a sudden now, we got to wait on them to mature. All of a sudden, we tearing down a black man now, huh? So I must be white. Yeah, I must have been a white man this whole time. I didn't know. Thanks for telling me. Cause we damn sure got picks on who is royalty black and who is scum of the earth black. Cause I swear to God, I'm one of the darkest motherfuckers you're gonna see. And last time I checked, Anthony Bennett is black. Oliver Candy is black. I don't understand now. All these men that gotta suffer up under this reign of LeBron James, but because he's black, he can't say nothing. Don't nobody want to go to the Lakers. Not one person want to go to the Lakers. Not one person. They couldn't get none of the players they wanted. Klay Thompson ain't want to get there. You know why nobody want to go to the Lakers? Nobody want to play with some failed king that sit here and blame everybody else and take no accountability for what's going on. Nobody want to deal with that. Then he took the max and then he drafted his son. Ain't nobody respecting that. I can see if he drafted his son and let him fight for a spot. There's a difference between nepotism and just downright stupid and just downright abuse of power. Okay, get the guy on the team. I'm even with him getting his own team and having Bronny on it. But to have this kid not compete at nothing, he don't even have to compete for a spot. He got a 4-year deal, and then we still coddling him on the court. A second round pick right now will be worried every day that the coach gonna call him in the office and say, "Hey, look here, it's time for you to go. Hey, look here, we brought a guy in. He outplayed you in practice." A second round pick can get cut at any time. Not Bronny. A second round pick don't know if he should buy a house or rent an apartment. Not Bronny. He know he gonna be there. A second round pick don't know if he should call his girl up or tell his mama he's secure. Not Bronny. Bronny straight. See, there's a difference between nepotism and just now somebody got to lose just because his name is Bronny James. And that's what this is. This is sad. At this point, this is sad. This is a kid who is taken. This is one of the top 55. He's a top 60 best player in the world. I heard Ticket say that today, and I'm like, damn. When you put it in that perspective, that this guy got drafted as one of the top 60 players in the world. This is not just the NBA draft. This is the world. The top pick was from France. You think Bronny is a 50 guy in the world? There's some people from my hometown that'll whip Bronny right now. So Bronny looks good in a workout. I think Bronny, this ain't Bronny's dream. This is LeBron's dream. Bronny got stage fright. Bronny is a practice player. I haven't seen Bronny go off in a game and just take over like he the man yet. I'm waiting to see. You got everything given to you. They're giving you the keys. They're giving you the ball. What the hell are you going to do? The Lakers have become a joke. And it's sad with the Lakers having that much history. DeMar DeRozan didn't even want to go home. You know it's some bullshit how bad DeMar DeRozan want to play for the Lakers, and he didn't even want to deal with that. Do I think Bronny believes he's a legit NBA player? No, because he should want to get that back from the other game. So what? Everybody's sore at this point. He's not injured. If he can play on Wednesday, if he can play that following game, he's not injured. He's sore. And he's 19 years old. You don't rest and load manage no 19-year-old. You get him used to that soreness. This is the first time he's been this sore. This is the first time he's going through a grueling mini camp. He ain't even gone through training camp yet. So you let him get used to that sore. You know what I mean? It's called pain deposits. He got to get used to that. He got to get used to that. You don't load manage him like he his daddy. He's 19 years old. You go.
Now, that's a very key point. You can agree and disagree with Kwame Brown is saying, but nobody knows it better than Kwame Brown because he was in this position. Except for he was at a much higher standard. He was the first pick in the draft. And every chance they get, they took the opportunity to tear down Kwame Brown. Kwame was stuck in the middle. He was stuck in the middle on what people would say he was stuck in the middle for what other people would say is a bad out. You know, you're looking at what's called a bad out. You had his father saying Bronny James is definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Lightweight, hilarious. Coming from a man with no moves. Now, everybody in your camp is saying, oh, well, it's over already. And yeah, well, my thing is, when are you going to be you? And when is everybody else going to be everybody else? Because the subject matter of opinion is clear. And that subject matter is we're all brought in and brought up in the world of reality, supposedly. But the reality of things where it could appear to look like this, but it's really looking like this. The reality of it is Bronny James this is the extent of what we're going to see because he's not facing worldwide competition. He's facing summer league players. Like you might have some players that are going to be in the league next year. A lot of these guys are going back to work. You know, these guys are not even in the NBA. These guys work at Bob's car lot or UPS. And they going back to work after the summer league. You know, they're not doing what people are. I'm not judging Bronny's whole career right now. You know, maybe something clicks or he can get it, but you could pretty much tell right now that he's not going to be the type of player that the league would want him to be. somebody that's dominant, confident, and go out there to take over or, lead a team. He'll be a good complementary player. Now, a non-factor in games. No one's going to go to him down the stretch to win a game. He wasn't like that in high school. He wasn't like that in at USC. He just wasn't a great basketball player. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the fact that Bronny James is not great of a basketball player. But this is the problem when you have an egomaniac father named LeBron James. And he will stop at nothing to push his son to the pinnacle. He's maniacal.
Go out there, give me some quality minutes, and you learn in whatever game you in. This is supposed to be his learning experience. It ain't about his numbers. They saw him got his busted, and they saw everybody was talking about it, and I think they got scared. They want a perfect Bronny every night. What happened? Let's just say his knee sore. Now they got a built-in excuse to pull him out and sit him down to the D League. I don't think it's a damn thing wrong with his knee. I can't think of one knee injury you can recover that fast from. Just a swollen knee? Okay. How swollen? Does it need to be drained? Give him some Advil, he'll be all right. Put a brace on it, compression sleeve, get out there and run, young fella. That's how that works. But the fact that nobody wants to go to one of the most storied franchises should say it all. Y'all call LeBron James the GOAT. Y'all call him that everybody learn from him. He got the brightest mind in basketball, but don't nobody want to be around him, huh? See, these media narratives that y'all spin, people starting to reject that, man, because people can see. This is a Hollywood script, just like Homelander. LeBron is Homelander. Bronny James is Homelander too.
Now, they don't, man, Kwame Brown don't care about what they got to say about him. Look. No. I wouldn't say the guy is trash. I would say he's a young player who's playing to the limits of his capabilities. His father was limited at what he could do. His father has terrible footwork. That was never his trait. So now, his father had the size and the strength to bang with guys. Bronny is undersized, and definitely, these guys are definitely playing at a higher level than him. It might click for him, where he can be a point guard, come in, facilitate, drop the ball off, and he do the small things like compete. Bronny is trying. Oh, yeah, he's trying out there. Oh, absolutely. Now, Team USA went up against Canada today. That's Jamal Murray. That's Shea Alexander. That's Dylan Brooks. They got an NBA roster on that other side. That ain't going to be no cakewalk. And as what you said, what you saw today was just an example of what was going to happen today. They had to cheat for Team USA, and it was sad to see. Canada could not get any calls whatsoever as Dylan Brooks was on LeBron James. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. They got guys that can shoot on Canada. What was that former guy on the Knicks? He out there, the one they got rid of for Brunson. RJ Barrett. Yep. I think Kelly Olynyk out there, I think, for Canada. I'm telling you, it's so many Canadians playing in the NBA, you just wouldn't even know. Oh, Canada was smoking early. The United States was down. Anthony Davis was coming up soft. Once again, they had a reach around foul that should have been called on Anthony Davis that wasn't. Well, it's like this. When you have success doing one thing for a large duration of time, it's only so long before people start to see through that and look at it as a ruse. Team USA had one problem in mind. Their problem is they didn't understand what it was going to be like at that level. They didn't. They had no idea of what it was going to be like. LeBron James trying to muscle young point guards again from Canada. These guys play scrappy, LeBron. They go up against bigger guys than you. ESPN's been showing this LeBron James block that led to a three by Booker. Bro, got a block. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, it's vintage. Bron standing around trying to get the ball to other people so they could do stuff. You know, other players could do something. He's just on the court. No. Well, the Olympics games are a little bit more different than that. When you start to see the main game, when it really kick off, where teams are going to be, how they're going to move. No. Because when you start thinking about when you start talking about the actual program, who's doing what, all right, KD didn't even play. So the USA is going to win gold. I mean, period. going to be tough with France and all that. But Steph Curry barely did stuff, but Kevin Durant didn't even play. Oh, yeah. Canada is one of the top 3 teams in the league. LeBron was really the problem. Yeah, he was the problem. When he's on the floor, defensively, other teams can attack him if you got 5 players on the team that could score. That's the way I see it. You're going to have to make a decision on how you're going to guard, why you're guarding people, how they're matched up with you, the whole 9. Oh, yeah, everything's transition. In Olympic play, you're going to have a lot of turnovers. You're going to have a lot of guys just getting transition buckets off turnovers. That's the problem when you're playing with a lot of NBA players who don't usually play. When you got a bunch of players that don't, it looks good because the talent level's there, but they hadn't played with these guys at all. Like these other players that they own, these younger, they get an opportunity to play with these NBA players. Most of these guys hadn't played together. So only these practices is it. Now, when you used to play in Olympic competitions, these guys played all the time together. So they knew each other. Like the Spain team, those guys been playing together. So they know how each other's play. And that's why their gameplay was so strong, even against NBA players, because the NBA players, they just got together in a camp and they just basically running the scrimmage. It's a few drawn up plays, but that's it. It's just natural instincts of playing ball. When you play against some guys that they've been playing together for like 5, 6, 7 years, the games would be a lot tougher. Now you saw a lot of, turnover, fast breaks, turnover, fast breaks, turnover, fast breaks. Yeah, they know. These people understand the situation. They understand what's at stake. These officials knew this was a USA basketball showcase game. And that was it. Oh, I like how Dylan Brooks went right after LeBron James, you know. That's always going to be a classic to me. Oh, going after him is a must. Don't forget to hit the like button, though. Subscribe to the page. They play Australia on the 15th. They'll walk Australia. Serbia will be a little tough, but they'll beat them. Then the South Sudanians, they'll beat them. They'll beat Germany. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. LeBron played 19 minutes on the floor. Right? He got like 3 dunks. And that was it, I think. He was 0 for 2 for 3. And he realized nobody had the magnet ball on for him. So it might be a good idea for him to sit the hell down. Joel Embiid was just running around out there. Guys are not trying to, dominate the game. Anthony Davis had 22 plus 22. He had 10 points. Anthony Edwards had 13. I mean, he took damn near the most shots, but he was 6 of 10. He only hit 1 3. Tyrese Halliburton had 12 points. No, he had, 2 points. I don't remember him scoring. Oh, Drew Holiday was Drew Holiday. He had 11 points. He had, he was 5 of 8 from the field, 4 or 5. He was doing his job. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No, it's just flashes. I would show, but then they'll flag me for showing clips of the game and all that. So I'm not even. I know. This is this is some stand on me type stuff, right? When you find your forever, you grab onto it, you hold on to it forever. Yeah. Finding forever. Who's going to get them their toughest match? Probably France. I would say France and Germany. France and Germany will get a USA team a tough match. Yeah, Drake lost 300,000 betting on Canada. He put up $300,000. He would have got paid 2.8 million had Canada beat the United States. Yeah, he lost on Canada also. I think playing Argentina, he lost another 300,000 on that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm. Well, first front office sports are reporting that your boy Stephen A. Smith, or Screaming A, whatever you feel like calling him today, he's done it. The token boy has done it. He's done it. He's done it. He's done it. He has been shuffling his feet, tap dancing, playing with Massa, for Massa, and he's finally done it. He said, I've been a good old boy. And good old boys on this plantation love to listen to Massa. All you got to do is please Massa. Mm-hmm. So when you put it in there, your thoughts that you want to please Massa, you've done everything divisive you could this year. You done got sexist against women, black women. And that's all right because they black. You can get away with that. So Argentina is rent free and Drake's hand in that. Well, Canada's just taking L's, just what it is. Only person Canada beat was Rick Ross. Yeah, so for his sexist remarks against women, he was put in this position because he's a bottom feeder. I'm a bottom feeder. And he lives to please Massa. Massa could do no wrong. And when you're a bottom feeder, this is where it takes you. Mm-hmm. Him going all around, now he big time strut. Go on here and strut. Yeah, go on here and strut for Massa. So he come around the house Negroes, the field Negroes, and he strut. Now, here's the situation. There's a lot of things that's happened. LeBron got his $104 million contract. But these puppets that they put in place, they love to keep them in power. So why you let some unknown get in there that you got to groom? Instead, you just control your puppets. Now the puppets are going to want to feel like they somebody. So you grab the puppets who think that this is going to help them, right? In their position. Grab those puppets. That's the way they operate. That's the way it's done. That's the way they move. That's the way it's always looked. Now, when someone says this doesn't reflect what I represent, what they're saying is, I ain't signed up for this. I didn't want this. Mm-hmm. Oh, Killer Cam. He was like, wait, what Killer Cam do? Cam was on the outskirts. His horrible take on the Kendrick Lamar situation was a business decision rather than a hip hop decision. So he made the list. He didn't got too corporate. He turned into corporate Cam. So, anyways, ESPN is looking to pay without a doubt. They're looking at paying. You see, that's the narrative. If we pay, if I was to tell somebody all we had to do was this, no, they're going to pay anywhere from 100 to 125 million for Stephen A. But that's going to come with a foot and ass. He think that's going to be probably his last contract. Because that's going to come with some benchmarks. That's going to come with situations he's not ready for. Absolutely. Now, look at all the bodies that had to fall so that Stephen A. Smith can get that contract. Because he keeps saying he'd keep doing everything for everybody else. Right? In 2023, they had huge layoffs, right? Look at what they did. They trimmed the fat. They said, we got all these old guys here we got to get rid of. Y'all don't move the needle no more. Y'all got to go. Yeah, well, that's what people do. You know, oh no, I've seen that. It's been more talk about how Jaylen Brown is not on Team USA. I'm glad he's not there because it further highlights what the decision was. They don't want Jaylen Brown be in their face to represent their team. They feel like we got enough people like Jaylen Brown. Well, Kawhi Leonard fit the same description of narrative. They play the same position. It's pretty much positionless out there. You got a much better defender and a better scorer. I mean, White can hit some threes and he can play defense too. But this seemed like more of a Nike situation and a business situation. It's all corporate. That's the reason he's not out there. And the fact that he's the vice president of basketball operations. I mean, for the president's players union. And It's an agenda against him. This is political. On a worldwide stage, they don't trust Jaylen Brown. Why? He's giving them no reason not to. But it just highlights how they really feel. And then you got Stephen A. Smith walking around talking to people, telling the whole world he's not marketable. Now, ESPN ratings soared, not because of Stephen A. Smith. They went and got the former NFL kicker, 37-year-old Pat McAfee. And what did Pat McAfee do? Pat McAfee changed the game. Pat McAfee said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of this old school way of doing things. Get rid of this old boot-licking Stephen A. Smith style. And they brought in new blood. Oh, yeah. And he was so jealous. He created a whole sports war with Pat McAfee because the writing was on the wall. The contract negotiations wasn't going in his favor. So what do you think that Buster did? Because he was caught in between two people. Pat McAfee was right or Stephen A. was right. So they said, you hate this black man so much you would side with a white man. Wasn't like that at all. It's about the right man. One guy came in as I'll do anything to work for you, and never. He came in as a businessman. He came in with his own company. He partnered. You guys are using us for distribution for your numbers to get inflated. My show already has its viewers. This guy said, I just want to make you money, boss. And then you pay me, hopefully you pay me what you think I'm worth. And he repeated it around the globe like it was a thing of beauty. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they want it like that. He created this ESPN war. He wanted to go at Steve, like they wanted to get that going. That was his whole plan. He wanted to kick it off with Pat McAfee because he's jealous. Then Shannon Sharp comes over there. Then you talk to Gilbert Arenas, and Isaiah Thomas had to check you, but you run to Gilbert Arenas because he was dealing with Kwami Brown. Then you got Shannon Sharp. Go run over there and talk about Steven Jackson them. They on your head. Then we went and had to reveal everything about him and boot that. Then it all went left. Mm-hmm. Now, Pat McAfee's millions, they affect you. So you use Pat McAfee to get you your money. And they just gonna give you more jobs for the money. It's not gonna matter in the end. In the end, you're still gonna be ESPN's little boy because you want to have a master. You don't want to be a boss. I've seen your kind before. They come, they go. Now, KB had something very interesting to say about this when it was first brought up.
He might dunk the basketball. That money for to make this nigga think he tall. He might think he a hooper now. Yeah, he gonna have 100 fucking jobs. I promise.
That same thing I just said.
But it's okay, baby boy. Congratulations. But listen, man. Salute, salute, salute. Everybody got paid for sure. Everybody got paid. And we want everybody to get paid. I don't want Stevie Boy not to get paid. I just want to teach him that that's not cool, that he helped other people not get paid. And he seemed to enjoy it. But I knew he was going to get paid. But listen, y'all, unfortunately, now he really might be a gangster now. Stephen A. from the streets. Hold on now. Let me touch back on this. Stephen A. from the streets, and he got $125 million now, nigga. Bet not nobody say nothing to big Stephen A. That nigga finna act like academics. That's big Stephen A. Don't say nothing else to Stephen A. Even though I think he's still a slick-haired weasel, don't y'all better not say that to Stephen A. I'm still gonna say something to him. But anywho, he got paid. But unfortunately, I saw the Laker game. Yeah, unfortunately, I saw the Laker game. And I got all these niggas hating on me, all these niggas coming in my chat telling me about who black and who this color and who that. Did you niggas forget what color I am? Now, mind you, by no stretch of the imagination had I called Bronny a bona fide scrub, a bust, or any of those names of the sort. I just said, bro, you shoot the ball 15 or 20 times, or I'm going to think that you're scared. You have no reason to be scared. You're Homelander Jr. I mean, LeBron James Jr. So you should go out there with the assassin mentality. You have guaranteed money. You have a guaranteed spot. And I will say this, white kid, number 4, connect, he the real deal. That boy can play.
Yeah.
I know they always talk about summer league don't mean nothing. Summer league does give you a little bit of a gauge. It gives you a gauge. If you can't kill, if you play well in summer league, it ain't have nothing to do with this game, but you should catch a rhythm. But that dude connect, number 4, the Lakers got a good draft pick when they get him. Now this Bronny shit is an embarrassment, if you ask me. Bronny is not an NBA player. Now, I'm going to critique Bronny, and for those of you that says he's 19, he's a kid, I was 19 as well. So if you ever enjoyed a laugh at a 19-year-old at my expense, I'm not going to get as vulgar and egregious as Stephen A. Smith, but I'm going to give my honest take. Bronny James is not an NBA player.
I repeat, Bronny James is not an NBA player. Bronny James is watching other people play. First of all, if the whole excuse, if the whole excuse was that Bronny James was played out of position at USC, right? Meaning that he was off the ball. Why don't the Lakers have him playing point guard right now to showcase what he could have showed in college? Why is he still standing in the corner playing off the ball? What does that mean? Does that mean Bronny cannot, does he not possess the ball skills to bring the ball up the court? He got taught by mind the game. If the excuse, remember the excuse was Bronny James was playing off the ball in college. So they said he was played out of position. Why is he not at the point guard spot right now? Why is he in the corner? See, that's my first question. Number two, after only shooting 2 for 9 the first game, why did he only shoot 3 shots?
Same thing I said, right?
I'm just asking.
Shot 3
If
shots.
this kid, see, for anybody who gets upset and say, why are you talking about Bronny so much? This and that.
Yeah, they're trying to push his contract up to be almost the same as Pat McAfee. But it's not the same as Pat McAfee. And shouts out to the sports page and Black Signal. Look, here's the thing. Pat McAfee only got one job. That's the Pat McAfee show. He got one job. They ain't asking him to take the trash out. They're not asking him to sweep the floor. You could ask that of Stephen A. Smith. They make you work on your day off on ESPN. Pat McAfee don't have to do any of it. Stephen A. Smith gonna have to work 35 different jobs. Damn near have a heart attack. They got rid of Jalen Rose. They got rid of everybody for this. Understand that and know exactly what I mean by that.
The man won't shoot. He's a passer. Man, get the he out of here. The man played 29 minutes, had 3 points, 1 layup, 1 free throw. And what did he have? What, 2 assists? Come on, man. Come on, dog. I'm old as fuck. I ain't work out. I've been smoking. I've been drinking. But I can get 3 points in 29 minutes. I ain't gonna make it 29 minutes. I'm gonna get you the 3 points, get my old ass out of the game for something break. I'm gonna give you. I ain't gonna hit with one of my free throws. I'm just like Bronny. I ain't gonna hit with one of mine. I'm gonna hit 50%, and I'm gonna get me a good jump hook or a layup, and then I'm gonna need a sub for this swagger dance kick in. Yeah, I'm gonna need a sub, Miss Collins. I'm gonna need a sub for this swagger dance kick all the way in through there. If this swagger dance kick all the way in through there, then them Bud Lights gonna come out my belly. And yeah, hell no. I'm not gonna play no defense either. Hell, that's how you get tired. I'm not gonna play no D. I'm just trying to get my 3 points and get up out of there. I ain't gonna make it to 29 minutes, not right now. Hell no. You see how fast the boy running up and down there? You gonna make 29 minutes? Shit. I need a couple months training for 29 minutes. I need about a 6-week training camp for 29 minutes. I'm not gonna play like that. I'm not going 29 minutes. Especially with these young niggas shooting three. Shit. It looks like a sacrifice to me. They set him up for failure on a major level. It's actually sad. It is. Because look at the way his daddy spoke about him. And this man got to go up against all these great point guards in the West. Got to be more careful. Ooh, if they play him at point guard and he go into OKC and play against, what's his name, Gilchrist, Kwame would get 3 points holding a beer. Now, I had to put the beer down, but just keep that motherfucker on the ice. And me and JJ Redick will have a beer pounding contest this season. Yeah, if I was in the Lakers, me and JJ Redick would be pounding Bud Lights on the sideline.
No, JJ ain't gonna do that with no brothers, unless you LeBron James. He getting ready for his Tiki Torch rally. Oh, no. Because that's over. All this Stephen A. Smith deal is showing you is that even if he gets the money, it's not about the money. It's about who's giving you the money. Now, JJ Redneck is out here making a mockery of sports. He literally is. Oh, yeah, I got plenty of names for him. JJ Racist, JJ Redneck, JJ Rhetoric, KKK Rhetoric. It don't matter. Whichever name you choose, I got them all. And use them. I don't care who uses them, says it, whatever. Don't matter. They all fit. Now, you could look at JJ and you could tell right away that dude had said the N-word many times. If the N-word sayer had a look, it's that. The way he carried himself, there is no way that man ain't said that word a lot of times. Too much for a lot of people's comfort. Oh, well, when you don't get it, you don't get it. No. When you stuck in a situation like Stephen A, I mean, it got even crazy. Stephen A was trying to be a gangster. I ain't mad at him calling Malika there.
Now, I hope the LeBron James fans don't get all in a fricassee and a frenzy and get the Clutch Sports goons after me because I'm actually a professional. I'm actually certified professional, okay? I'm not certified professional in a lot, but I'm an expert in this one. I'm an NBA expert, okay? And if you some bitches ever listen to Stephen A. Smith, then you damn sure gonna listen to me. If you listen to all these good football catching niggas, then you damn sure gonna listen to me. And if you could listen to Skip Bayless, the guy who coach didn't like him, you damn sure gonna listen to me. You understand me? Now that I got your attention, that boy ain't no basketball player. You know what I mean? I ain't Stephen A. I got a resume. I'm Mr. Georgia. That means you come across that goddamn line from Florida or Alabama or wherever, you ran into me, and I'm Mr. goddamn Georgia. You know, don't make me keep running down my accolades now. Now, I ain't got too many in the league because I was a bust. But I got accolades before that, just like goddamn Stephen A. ain't got no accolades. We ain't got no Winston-Salem State pictures of this ugly mother trucker. We ain't got nothing of this nigga. We ain't got no photo of him with the team, not on high school. I'm in a bunch of photos. And y'all listen to this nigga. He got 125 million because y'all listen to this nigga. Somebody shoot. Go get my goddamn shit. What this nigga say? Do I intentionally try to be this damn funny? You should have your own stand-up special. I ain't that funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just hot, dog. I can't be on stage. I'm gonna be smoking. Oh, actually, at the stand-up, I would probably smoke and just talk about shit. I'll probably look in the crowd. Fuck y'all looking at?
He's smoking
That to me
weed.
is funny. I don't know why. Oh shit. Oh shit. Cut out that event. Ooh. Good Lord. Good Lord. It's hot. Yeah. This that Mike Tyson. This that Mike Tyson. I'm going here. This that motherfucking Mike Tyson. Y'all forgot Bronny don't care. His daddy already told her. Yeah, he playing like he don't give a fuck. He playing like he don't care. He playing like he don't care.
Oh man.
Somebody kick him in the balls with it. No, I'm just saying for all LeBron fans, listen, this ain't hate right here. Like I said, um, calling the kid a bust, calling the kid a bona fide scrub, all that. I never said all that. That's what they said about me. I never said all that. I said this kid need to be way more aggressive unless I'm going to think he's afraid. And the fact that he came out and only shot 3 shots. If my daddy was the man at the team, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. I don't understand why is he so nice. Maybe he's too nice to be an NBA player. I just don't see the attitude. He should be doing whatever he want to do, being that LeBron James is his daddy.
And that's a very key point. Mm-hmm. A lot of people feel this way. A lot of people feel that a lot of things go far and behind the scope of this is what I want to do. Yeah, it goes far and beyond that. Oh, they got these guys that work for the NBA. They're waiting on me to show something from the NBA so that the Team USA thing. You know, they pick people to do that. So I'm just not finna wrestle with these fools. But I will give you a sneak peek on what I've been working on and what you got coming forward on the Patreon. So if you're on the Casino for Life Patreon, you got a lot coming. Some of this stuff you're going to see on YouTube. Some of it, probably not. Now, this is very key. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. So on the Patreon, we're going to be covering this. Stop asking Drake about Kendrick. It's Jay Prince. Stop asking Jay Prince about Drake and Kendrick. It don't make any sense to keep harassing that man, but I'm going to tell you why that's a good idea. You should stop. Academics, Casino catch academics lying again. Then this one, the best diss record, Tupac, Nas, Drake, Kendrick's Not Like Us. Now that's coming up and that's going down on the Patreon. We're going to have the debate over there and it's going to be epic. So I hope to see y'all over there on the Patreon because it's going down. And we out. Shouts out to Kwami Brown Bus.